this I'm keeping secrets in my hair, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Boy, I like the music, don't you, boys and girls here? Yes, this is Simply Butch, and there's another edition of Butch On Sports to be had there. Another edition, yes indeed, here. And it's over the hump day, by the way, here, boys and girls. Hopefully you got over the hump. Nice weather, sun shining for a change in metropolitan Detroit. Haven't seen it too much, but enjoy it while you can, because they say Thursday, we're going to be in a deep freeze from that point on. Yes, indeed. So, do your shopping, get your stuff together, be ready, be set, and enjoy this edition of Butch On Sports that we'll give it to you right now in a box. Well, there's a roster reinforcement on the Detroit Red Wings team. They preparing for a 2-game road series against the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it started tonight by 5:30. We're on about 8:01 right now. Game is almost about over with 2 minutes left to go. And guess what, boys and girls? The Red Wings are losing 5-1. Yes, Center Robbie let's do this again. Robbie Fabre and also Adam Ern were in full participation with the team practice on Tuesday at Little Caesars Arena before they got on the plane. This is being after sideline for COVID-19 protocol since January the 18th. And both of us were back in the lineup, but it didn't help the Red Wings were for doggone. Tampa Bay came out early and struck with the quickness here. I was going to say struck with a storm. That would be good. And they did, too. 3-0 before the head broke win. And this is before 10 minutes of the first period. But, that's the Red Wings right now here. Right now, again, as I see, excuse me, clear my throat here, it's 5-1. Red Wings losing to Tampa Bay Lightning, so they might as well get ready for Friday because that's when the next game is against, yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Michigan State played last night, and they got their Braves beat out here by Iowa, leading in the first half by a good 13 points. But all that was all for naught because Iowa got it together the second half and went on a nice little rumble here. And Michigan State couldn't get it together from that point on. I'm going to just say this and make it very simple. If Michigan State want any chance of being part of the playoffs, which they are right now in the deep due, they got to start winning and winning often. They're starting their next game. If not, they're in trouble. University of Michigan, on the other hand, still getting over COVID. And then we're hearing today that some more games may be canceled to give University of Michigan time to practice because they hadn't had any. All people have been quarantined. So you need about maybe a week, 2 or 3 days to practice before, again, fixing up your next foe. And we'll be on that chart for a minute too, because they're asking for some time. University of Michigan, that is, to the points of being of the Big Ten Conference. Michigan State's Lisa Bernier and Wisconsin's Mike Burr were named the cross-country coaches of the year in the Big Ten. Congratulations to them. Lisa from Michigan State. Mike is from Wisconsin. And obviously that's a men's coach, Mike is, and the ladies coach for the Big Ten cross-country coaches of the year for the women. 12 Big Ten men's golf teams are set to play in the 2021 Big Ten Match Play Championship on Friday and Saturday. The event will be held at Conservatory and Ocean Courses in Hammond Beach Resort in Palm Coast, Florida. Can they be so lucky? Yes, 12 teams have been drawn into a single elimination bracket, with the seeds determining using the November 11, 2020 final fall of the Golf Stats rankings. Each team match will consist of 6 individual matches. Play will get started on Friday morning with a shotgun start at 8 o'clock. And yes, the teams that will be facing: Northwestern, number 2, Minnesota, number 3, Purdue, and number 4, Penn State. They will get first-round byes. But in Friday afternoon, beginning at 1, Northwestern will play the winner of Maryland, Michigan State. Minnesota will face the winner of Ohio State, Indiana. Purdue will take on the winner of Rutgers and Wisconsin. Penn State will take the course against the winner of Iowa, Nebraska. And again, you don't hear me saying anything about the University of Michigan. You know why? Quarantine. That's a shame, but that's the way it is. Saturday morning, of course, they'll be going with the semifinals and consolation semifinals for Saturday afternoon that will conclude with the championship for the 5th, 3rd, and 7th place matches there. So, goody for them. Detroit Pistons played, and they got their rear end kicked in by Utah last night. And they look very bad. They look bad indeed. Their next opportunity, I do believe, is tomorrow night. Who the heck they're playing? I haven't looked it up. Cleveland State University and University of Mercy basketball will be played on the scheduled game on Friday the 12th. That's going to be on ESPNU. The league officials were informed by ESPN this week. Game time will be scheduled for 9 o'clock. Detroit Mercy is one of the hottest teams in the Horizon League right now. The Titans have been 5-1 since the calendar turned over to 2021. And, as the UD Mercy is top of the Horizon League in averaging over 10 triples per game and a top 3 in scoring offense, field goals percentage, and three-point field goal percentage there. Antonio Davis of the Titans, he leads them with, as he's second in Horizon League play with a 22.3 average per game, hitting just under 4 3-pointers per contest. And he's in the top 5 with assists with a 4.9 average there. Goody. And we talking about the Horizon League, we might as well talk about Oakland. They have won 5 of their last 6 contests, including both games on the road last week. The Grizzlies will hold the second-best scoring offense during the Horizon League play. They're led by Jalen Moore, of course, there. And Junko, he's a transfer who's leading the nation in assists while averaging 20.1 points a game there. He's also number 1 during our Horizon League play with 7 20-point performances and 7 double-doubles. So those 2 local teams in the metropolitan area who plays in the Horizon League are getting hot. And it's a good time to get hot there. Because when the tournament come around, they'll get a higher seed. Of course, they got to win the game to move forward, but hey, I'm just giving you the stats here. I'm glad to see they're playing to some decent expertise. Yeah, and by the way, UAD is tied in the Horizon League with a 5-5 record now. Finally, they're doing good. Well, Super Bowl is coming up this weekend, boys and girls, and yes, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're working out this week. Kansas City, of course, because of COVID, is working at Arrowhead Stadium doing their business. They will get on the plane on Saturday morning to travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers on Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, things are still weird, but that's just the way it is. They have been talking all through the week. Nothing big and bad, complimenting each other's team, and just practicing there. You know, I've seen some clips of some B-rolls of some practices there, and they're not showing up too much because you're not going to get that much there because we both know what they got to do. They got to play to win. And I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest key is the Tampa Bay defense. If they play anywhere near have they been playing in the playoffs in the end of the season, it's going to be a very good game. But if Tampa Bay's defense don't show up, it's going to be a very, very long day for their foes there, the offense there. You know, and again, Tampa Bay's defense got to make some contributions there to help out the offense. And not taking away anything from Tom Brady, but you know what? We'll see Sunday. I said Tampa Bay will win. That's my odds now. You ain't got to take my word for it. You really don't. I said something about the Pistons and the Houston Jazz. It wasn't cool. The Pistons fought back. However, they didn't get the job done. Jazz beat the Pistons last night. And the way the schedule is fitting between everybody. You know, we had just got off the air on Monday night doing the Game Sports show there. And 45 minutes later, we get a memo as I was going through my computer that the game was postponed because, you know, according to the league health and safety protocol, the Pistons didn't have enough players because of COVID testing. They come to find out there was a false test involved where they didn't get the linguistics of it in time. Just tell everybody, hey, well, that's okay. It's false. Everybody can play again. It was just too late. So that game will be definitely made up somewhere down the road a piece there for the Pistons. And, yes, it was made up because they played the next night against, yes, I just talked about them, the Utah Jazz. And they didn't give the Jazz nothing to talk about, nothing to swing over. Period. End of story. You know, and I said, once I say it again here, you know, I feel very, very, very passionate. I don't know what the Pistons are going to do, but I know the Red Wings will get better. We're going to probably see some changes. Big ones. Bank on that one, buddies. Boys and girls. I watched WrestleMania on Sunday night. Oh, yeah, I did. And it was pretty doggone good. It's been better than some of the pay-per-views, about the last 3 of them. And I'm very proud of Bianca Belair. She performed her rear end off. She made me say, this is worth watching. I think the best match of the night was the women's 30-lady battle royal. It was very good, very comical in some cases. The men's was very good. And Edge came in number 1 and fought through the whole situation and made it. And now he gets an opportunity to go to NXT, which is tonight, go and pester them, and then go on SmackDown and pester them. And between those 3 conglomerates, Edge has a choice of, you guessing, Who is he going to take on for WrestleMania? That's a big fat guess. But we'll find out down the road a piece there. There were other matches involved, and they were pretty doggone good as well. The Sasha Banks Carmella match was pretty doggone good as well. They got down and beat each other's brains out. They saw some stunts that you couldn't believe, but they got involved. All in all, the Royal Rumble, I'd give it a B-. That's better than them C's and D- I was giving them from the last throwdowns or events they had on pay-per-view. But what can I say? What can I say, really? There's also a big fat mess there in the MHSAA. That's the papers have already been filed. And parents right now want to see their kids playing some sports. 38 of the teams or states are playing ball. Why can't our kids play? Well, there's a lot of opinions and a lot of facts out there. One fact is they don't want these kids to get sick or end up something happening to them because guess who's liable, boys and girls? Not the parents who are pitching the conniption. But yes, you guessed it. The MHSAA, who's following the instructions of Michigan Health and Safety and Welfare. So there you have it. They're saying right now the end of February. And I don't think that's too bad because talking to Mark Earl on Monday, they'll definitely extend the season. Now we'll go probably into late March, maybe early April. And that's okay as long as you get a season in. But their parents is worrying about scholarships, going to school, this and that. Parents can be parents, and I can't falter with that. But let's look at the kids' safety first. And let's not look at greed on how you can get a scholarship or how you can get this and that because every doggone conglomerate in this country is going through the same old song and dance. And if they can't be understanding, which they will probably in the long run, if your kid's that good, it won't be no problem. I think some of the parents should cool down. It's good to see the kids out there, but I don't want to see them in any harm's way. Transparency is one thing, but human beings is another. And they all ain't going to be transparent when it comes down to doing the right thing, especially for themselves. And it's been proven. Believe that. And with that saying, I am done. I think I said enough. Let me say this, and again. Whatever decision that is made via courts or the MHSAA with the Health and Human Services Division, they're taking the strict orders from them or the suggestions of not playing or not having the season. And, hopefully it doesn't get into a crawl. And when I say a crawl, that means things just slow down, period. Because they shouldn't be fighting. Shouldn't be no arguing. And I know parents can be parents. I'm a parent too. Or once was. But, we got to do what's best interest for the kids there. And they said, and right now teachers are getting vaccinated. At least some of them that I know of. So hopefully that is a sign of other things getting better. To get life back to normalcy, because life is not normal right now. Can't be. And the parents who are doing it for political reasons, shut it down. Please. That's all I got to say. Butch On Sports is a presentation of All My Darling Productions. Yes, you can check Butch On Sports on Facebook. And you can definitely catch him on Podomatic.com. Yes. Type in SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.Podomatic.com. Take you to the front page. You can also check out Butch On Sports, which I checked it out myself. It's a very nice ensemble that they have there for the show. They have my picture there and stuff like that there, and some of the past events on Butch On Sports. Can you get to that, boys and girls? Go on to GameSportsShow.com or the GameSportsShow.podbean.com and check it out. You can also go to the formats such as YouTube, Apple, wherever. Those formats are available. And check me out on Mondays, boys and girls. Yes, on Mondays, the Game Sports Show, 6 to 8 o'clock. Scott Nason, Dave McKay, myself, E.J. Russell, and guests. Yes, humongous for that show on Monday night from 6 to 8 o'clock. I'm losing it, so it's time to go, boys and girls. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay dry, and we'll check you out next Sunday or after the Super Bowl.